Today's Friday, May 1st, 2020. It's Beltane. It's the halfway point between the spring equinox and the summer solstice. It's Friday, at the end of the work week, and I'm tired. I've been staying up too late every night, not getting enough sleep. And it feels like it's been a big week. A lot's gone down. Last night I attended an online circle hosted by a friend of mine. And they're doing a work called forum, which the term is new to me, but maybe a lot of other people are already familiar with it. It's a type of group work where you kind of volunteer to move into a center of a circle and act out or express yourself using your body, using your, however, your voice. Say what you need to say. And the people hosting the forum may check in with you and ask you if you're open for prompting to ways to pull you out a little bit more, ways to maybe get what's just underneath the surface there that's wanting to come out. And it was my first time in a forum circle. But one of the facilitators was kind of leading us through a little meditation to get started, and mentioned something to the effect of like, if you feel a little bit of like butterflies in your stomach, a little nervous, that might be something in there that's wanting to be expressed, that's wanting to be shared. And to just, even if you don't know what you're going to say, if you're feeling that, maybe you need to step in and start moving around and see what wants to come out. And so after about 2 or 3 people had taken their turns, and then after everyone shares, if they're open to it, if they're open with their consent, we offer mirrors and reflections back from everybody observing the person who was sharing. It was a really powerful experience, really beautiful. I'd heard of that type of work before, but it was probably my first time participating in one. And so yeah, I took a turn and got in there and shared and was speaking to the anger that had been coming up, and anger coming up really fast and bold in me sometimes, but it seems almost, the anger seems bigger, more intense than the actual incident that's going down. And so I was like, just kind of being curious out loud, like, where's all that anger coming from? Like, where's the origin point? Where's the source point? Feeling like I'm trapped, or I'm like something I gotta like push through, and I'm like moving and acting it out. And it was really helpful to be moving and acting it out. Like my body wanted to move. I realized that I keep myself a little too rigid and stiff, and not just with my body, but maybe even with my lifestyle. And there's a male and a female facilitator, and the male facilitator kind of asked me if he could prompt me a little bit. And I gave him my blessing to go for it. And I forget what he said, but he was kind of encouraging me to go a little deeper with something and to explore, and there was a sound maybe or something, and man, I feel like before he could even finish his sentence, I like I don't want to do it right now. I'm shy, but I let out a big roar. Oh my god, a big yell, like an angry, intense, screaming yell, and I imagine it startled everyone. Quite a bit, probably. Uh, but it felt really good, and man, immediately backside of the yell, there was a lot of sadness that came up, and but it wasn't just sadness under there. It was like anger, sadness, a few things happening, and the yell didn't necessarily get it all out, but it did tap into it. It did like access it, and some good insights have been coming up through that, and just that I've been filtering my own truth like way too much. Even the truth of my expression, the rawness of it, like I tame it down, I hold it back because I'm worried about if my intensity affecting people and upsetting them, my truth speaking upsetting them, my extreme sensitive reactions to something upsetting them, my anger upsetting them, my flamboyancy upsetting them, and why, in the end it's just me holding me back, and I'm feeling that, and I'm not sure when I started that program, but I definitely feel like some of the anger is just that anger at myself for like always filtering everything, for always like censoring everything, for always riding the brakes and needing to have too many checks and balances between like the welling up of something and the birthing of it, and the creation of it, the expression of it, the engagement, the like catch the moment right there. This, that maybe I've crafted a lifestyle for myself where I in too conservative of a profession, too conservative, not enough art, not enough expression, not enough sensitivity, just a little too mundane, a little too dull for me. And man, I feel like I tapped into something good, something gold in there. It seemed to unleash a lot of energy, like even later into the nights, like I'm still like up late. I'm kind of on fire with this energy that I tapped into, something good's there, and I just want to keep working with it. I mean, it brought energy just now to me to speak to it again. I was feeling pretty low energy, trying to find what it is I wanted to speak about, but it fired me up just to talk about it. I think I'll close the share here. It took longer to tell that story than I thought, but yeah, I'll close the story here. Maybe I'll do a second share soon. Thank you.